Robbie, what's your initial reaction to the game?
Disappointed to maybe not win it. I thought our first half performance was dominant. I thought we were very good. Created a couple of very good opportunities with Jake and with Danny, so keeper made a really good save. Second half, I felt we lost control a little bit and probably got a little bit anxious in our work. What I mean by that, maybe forcing a couple of passes, and I suppose with the young team we have, that can happen. So I'm asking them to just stick to the things we were really good at, and that should see us through to get the victory. But we fair play to Scunthorpe, they came into the game a little bit, and it got a little bit scrappy towards the end, quite open. So on the balance of things, I think our first half performance was very good. Second half was probably an even game.
Last week we went with 4 at the back from the start. It was a 3/5 at the back today. What was the sort of thinking behind that?
So I watched Scunthorpe in the week at Barrow. Obviously we're missing a few players, which was not planned for in the week. So we just sort of had a look at it and tried to put the players in their best positions as much as we could. So we shuffled it around, and like you said, I thought it worked very well. A really big positive is the clean sheet. I was asking for that before the game, so the boys achieved that, which is brilliant. So if we get a clean sheet in every game, we've always got a chance of winning.
Yeah, I know you're a bit unhappy with some of the goals we conceded last weekend, so it must be pleasing to get that clean sheet today.
Definitely, I don't think Lynchy's had a proper save to make. A couple of scrambles and players putting good blocks in, but I actually don't remember him making a save. On the flip side, I don't think we worked their goalkeeper enough. Certainly first half we had a couple of very good chances, and second half we got into some promising positions, and it's just that final ball. So I talk about sometimes it's not the chance, it's the ball that sets up the chance, and we just missed that a little bit today.
It was a chance for the home fans to see. I think a lot of the new players here. I think there was 5 home debuts. How do you feel the new players are settling in with the players that were already here previously?
Yeah, it's been a little bit stop-start. I spoke to the players after the game there. In terms of where we are now, we'll get better as the fitness improves. You got to think that a lot of those players, although they're young, they've been isolating at the parent clubs, and we've had all sorts of issues, like everybody has. So without doubt, we will get better. But I hope that the fans saw 100% commitment and effort. We'll make mistakes without a shadow of a doubt. That's the level of where we are. Even the Premier League players make mistakes. So I was pleased with lots of aspects today. Am I disappointed not to win? Yes. We take a clean sheet and a point and roll on.
There's a lot to build on then going into Tuesday night's game. Short turnaround, of course, but do you see a lot to build on going into that game from today?
Oh, definitely. Like you say, it was if you concede 3 goals in your first game, you come away with a clean sheet in your second. There's your positive right there. And like you say, we limited them to next to nothing really. Say a couple of scrambles, long throws in the box. So yeah, in terms of a positive in that respect, yeah, we'll take that all day long. We'll get better. We got a little bit anxious for me second half. It was almost like we had to score with every attack instead of building the play up like we did first half and finding the gaps. But I suppose that's the naivety of youth, I guess.
And just finally, just a word on the fans. A lot of the players who have been here won't have played in front of the Rochdale fans, even those that were here last season, so it must be good to have them back.
Brilliant, yeah, really good. A shame about the flares, it was a bit stop-start, but I understand the exuberance of being back in the stadium. So yeah, really good. And like I said, I don't think you can take for granted what it must be like for some of these players playing in front of a few thousand people. It's not daunting for them, but they have to get used to it, and they have to get used to it quick.
You mentioned it's a young squad. It's also a very new squad in terms of new to each other. Have you worked with a squad with as many new faces to each other as this before?
No, I don't think so. I think we're up to 8 signings at the moment. Hoping to bring a couple more in. So yeah, I think you can. I hope you can see the style of play that I want to play, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I know time in football is probably not you don't get a great deal of it there. Everyone's a bit impatient, and I am as well. I want everything yesterday as well, but they're taking things on board, and I think we'll just get better and better.
And are you starting to? There must be some natural combinations. Newby and O'Keefe struck me in the first half. Are you seeing that in training? New combinations and.
Yeah, like you say, if you think of the combinations and sort of partnerships all over the pitch. So Sam Graham made his full debut today. That's only Max's second game. Owen's only trained 2 days and comes into the team. Corey's only second game. George's debut. So you could go all the way through the pitch, couldn't you? Danny Cashman's debut. So yeah, on the whole, you've got to be pleased with how we've done up to now. Now I know I'm in the business of winning. That's what we want to do. I think as they gel together and get used to each other, then hopefully those results will come.
And a point on the board.
Point on the board and a clean sheet. We'll roll on to Tuesday now.